game number 1 between Summerhouse and Woof Woof.
So it's going to be a very interesting series. Wonder what the bands are going to be like. We're going to see Espion yet again. You have Xanthi, an excellent attacker player for the side of Woof Woof as well now. Yeah. And what is Summerhouse? Are they going to try to maybe make something a bit different, trying to beat down this team?
That's true. I mean, it could really shake up. We have Vizid, I believe, is playing top path in this tournament, so a brand new look for that player. But you're right, Xanthi's a great call-out. Kind of iconically well-known for their Pikachu and Venusaur gameplay. I doubt we see either, though, in this current metagame, but a double attacker ban. Mew and Espeon gone. Woof Woof has their open spot for that first pick.
So we're going to see maybe a Sylveon, a Glaceon early on, a Delphox, or just going to go straight for the Slowbro, of course, the Slowbro. Being picked, just able to just lock down anything he wants by just clicking onto the enemy Pokemon. Yeah. It's just such a strong choice.
A pretty good first pick as well, expecting maybe the Dodrio on the other side, but no, it's going to be a Trevenant and a Comfey. So Bluebell getting their main Pokemon of Comfey locked in place already, and Woof Woof now gets their second option. I mean, they already have the best defender in game. Now they really want to round out that central area, top path, Marv and Human, Glaceon and Urshifu.
They have the Glaceon, just some very solid backline damage that will just always carry you through team fights. And now Summerhouse has to respond. I feel like they kind of have to pick a Delphox right here if they want a very strong damage dealer still. And I think it's going to be, and the Dodrio also locked in. The Dodrio Comfey is an insane duo that it's just so difficult to deal with. Yeah. They have so much mobility already, Dodrio, Delphox, and Comfey just has mobility because it's on Pokemon.
Yeah. Now we really get to see what does Potato play for this squad. They are well known for the Garchomp, but their Buzzwole is nasty as well. Hoopa being the last fill out for the side of Woof Woof as well, hoping to get a bit of resets for their HP gain. Summerhouse has to fill out that final spot. A double defender composition with a Comfey support as well. So a lot of pressure on the Delphox and the Dodrio to be the majority of the damage for the side of Summerhouse.
I like seeing Buzzwole, but in this game, I'm not sure if he's going to have a lot of success.
Yeah.
He's up against a Woodhammer, Hornleech Trevenant. He's going to get stunned out of his Smackdown superpower multiple times. And Comfey as well is one less target you can actually go for.
Yeah.
Delphox is going to stay very far away. You have another Snorlax, you have even more CC onto this Buzzwole. So yeah, let's see how Potato's obviously amazing player, one of the best top path player we have in Europe for a long time already. Normally on a Garchomp, but he also plays Buzzwole a lot, he plays Zoroark, he plays a lot of different Pokemon. After he started competing, he started branching out from his Garchomp to more Pokemon than just Garchomp.
Yes, broke themselves out of that Garchomp jail maybe, but has found a world outside of it full of endless opportunities, one of those being the Buzzwole selection that they are bringing to the table. But look at this, Woof Woof looking locked in as well. They are focused and ready to go. I mean, this team has performed so well in the monthly finals, not taking down a title yet of their own, which I'm sure is something they are looking to do. And if you get to do it live and in person at EUIC, I think that one matters just a little bit more.
At this point, you can't even call them a dark horse anymore, but they're still my dark horse, right? If a team can make the grand final, besides Nouns and Tali, I 100% believe in this team that they can do it and make some huge upsets happen throughout this tournament.
Yeah, well, let's see if they can get it done. Game number 1, Caligula on the Urshifu, just sitting at a Cubfu right now, head into the central area to try to clear it early. Remember, Vizid playing top path for this team of Summerhouse is actually going to be playing the Trevenant into that top path, a bit of shades of an older meta, but trying to make it work down there, or up there.
For Summerhouse, we just have Dodrio going towards the central area, going to try to get to level 5 as soon as possible, picking up that Drill Peck. Could also be a Trade Tech, but I feel like it has been more lately just more of the Drill Peck jump kick bait. It has so much CC as well. And Potato's going to have a good time early game, of course. Yeah. With that, Buzzwole, one of the best early game Pokemon. Nice face stinger last as well, he's going to keep on stacking his attack rate.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud's getting those attack weight stacks early and often just makes them that much more formidable. But yeah, Potato so strong early already. Vizid taking some early damage, but they have the Comfey support, so very, very sustainable here in the top path. But Human looking to shut that down on the Hoopa.
And Potato already level 5 right here is going to pick up the superpower, and now Vazid's going to have a terrible time because there's a superpower already going in as well, and Vazid is dropping very low on HP, has to X-speed away quite early on, and now every single last hit will go over to the side of the Buzzwole. Every single superpower, and Vazid is going to just try to find to get to level 5.
Yeah, there we go. There's a top path win. Enhot tries to scoop away the wild Pokemon as well as the teammates, but not able to do so as Caligula gets some early damage into Eternal. A Snorlax is brought down though, and now Caligula tries to engage. Enhot kidnaps their way the Urshifu and gets the chase down. down knockout. Summerhouse able to trade 1 for 1 and some stacks on the other side as well.
Huge knockout for the Dodrio. Taking out the enemy central area Pokemon is always huge. Eject button away from the Glaceon. He knew he's going to go down to the next drill pack if he doesn't use eject button there. So wonderfully done. Summerhouse kind of responding. Caligula going a bit deeper than another drill pack, stealing away the white Pokemon quite easily. He's going to keep on stacking. We have human invading.
Oh, yes. Hoopa, of course, one of the best invasion Pokemon that we have. If you can head into the central area and just send yourself all the way back to base, you got to take that value for what it's worth. Enhot has to try to swoop in and steal some, but Solani actually able to take away that red buff. Braxton, not well known for their last hit, but able to secure it over top of a Hoopa. Looks good.
That might have been a game-deciding Ember hit right there.
Yeah.
Because it's so difficult. He might just not get in level 6 otherwise for a long, long time. Especially against Hoopa, of course, trying to invade. It's a very, very weak Pokemon until level 6 and then 6, 7. A nice KO here for the side of the Yoshifu. And Caligula now trying to keep up the pressure.
Yeah, this is what Woof Woof needs to do with this competition too. Find these little engages, fight these 1v1s, because you're pretty confident and you're going to be winning most of them. Bazid finally finds that Trevenant evolution, but Superpower sends them all the way back, and now Bluebell is left alone on this goal zone. Poor Comfey with no escape route available means Potato is going to pick up 2 and get even more stacked up.
As we said, the top path is going to be just Woof Woof taking over. Now he's level 8 already. Treven is level 5. 3 entire level lead. He's going to stay on top path as well, most likely. I mean, he could rotate towards bot path now. He has the Unite move very soon, but often Potato is just going to stay top lane, and Woof Woof is going to... They have the Yoshifu, right? They're just going to get the Reggie most likely anyways.
One Woodhammer grabs up Marv. A heavy slam to attempt to stop the Hoopa reset, not going to come to fruition. And Turtle needs to rest in the tall grass to try to earn some more HP. Regirock now available on the map. Caligula gets stunned by one of those falling boulders, but the engage really starts with the Vizid's Woodhammer. Caligula finds one. Solani gets in some early chip damage, but it's not enough. It's a fantastic slow beam from Marv, shuts down that advance, and Regirock is all Woof Woofs.
And they ace them, they take 5 knockouts, and the Reggie. Triple KO for the Yoshifu, to scoring another 40 points instantly. I'm going to try another 30, and as well trying to, of course, get as many points as possible in these early goals to make sure that if you go to this late game fights, it's not close, right? And yeah, huge team fight for Woof Woof. This could already be... It's going to be very difficult for Summerhouse to find something here, and Potato's going so aggressive. He's going to smack down the Dodrio, but nice jump kick into the wall, and using the boosted outtake for Dodrio to actually get away.
Yeah, and not with no cooldowns, not able to take that 1v1 whatsoever. They're going to look to try to find a re-engage. No, now that they have the Comfey, Bluebell finally is giving them a little bit of support, but not going to be enough. Potato honestly shaking that one off because they're already level 11. We talked about how this early game in the top path was going so well. Well, it is going even better than we originally thought. Woof Woof is such a strong lead here.
And the heavy slamming into the enemy Gorno. There's a nice block landing into Delphox Unite. Can they actually do something right here? Dory's also flying through, looking for the drill pack. Potato has using Unite move, and he's gonna live this team fight. 3 are down again, 4 down Urshifu onto Delphox, and the Vic Blow is also gonna take him down. Another ace coming through for Woof Woof.
Oh, wow, what a great response from Woof Woof. Honestly, Summerhouse's engage was picture perfect. Internal with an amazing heavy slam plus the block to scoop everyone away from both the Hoopa reset and their home goal zone. But no, in the end, it's just a chase down. Caligula and Potato putting in some work on these team fights, and again with a full team ace. Regieleki is going to go their favor. That's 2 objectives to 0 for Woof Woof so far. And you know what, Chris? I'm done. I'm done calling them a dark horse. No longer. This is a front runner in the European region, and they look like it so far.
For sure. I mean, I consider them a top 3 team anyways, but
yeah,
like,
true.
It has to be a dark horse. It doesn't matter what cost. Tali now is, of course, still like, I would say a small level above them, but Woof Woof is just showing amazing games. And Buzz for already level 12 now. Level 11, you get Super Power Plus. It's like the biggest power spike for the Pokemon. Every single time your muscle gauge builds up, you can get another Super Power in, and the damage is ridiculous. And also the amount of stuns, right? You just locked on a target completely.
Oh yeah, the chain of stuns you have in a row are so devastating. Potato knows how to weave those in and out in perfect engage. Solani with a big engage though. The Unite move hits multiple targets. Vizid dropping their own Unite move as well, focusing everything on Potato, and they find the knockout. So a lot of resources used just for one knockout. In the end, Woof Woof does get the Regice, but Summerhouse, you gotta change up the strategy at this point, and so far, looking all right.
That was a very good catch on Potato. They also instantly get a goal. They don't care about the Regice at this point.
No,
they just need comeback experience. When you kill a higher level Pokemon, you get so much experience back, and they found Potato there. That's a huge knockout for the side of Summerhouse. Still 200 to 130 points. The points are still very close, and yet to see like people pushing into the second tier goal. It doesn't really happen too often.
Yeah, no, not at all. Early positioning though from Summerhouse is a little bit farther back. Marv creating a lot of space just by playing forward like this. They have a lot of intel, a lot of vision on where the enemy team is trying to rotate. We're at that 4 to 2 minute mark where honestly Unite moves are ready to go at any time because you can earn them back. But honestly, sometimes we just got to play a bit of Pokemon Farming Sim.
There's another Regieleki spawning in 20 seconds, but this is already quite scary for this team fight to use Unite moves on, right? That's the kind of mark 320. You kind of just like, should I still use it one more time or not? But someone like Delphox can use it at like 240. So
Yeah,
they still got a Delphox. And Glaceon as well, someone like Slowbro also actually has quite low Unite move cooldown. And Woof Woof have complete control, of course, of the top path. And Summerhouse is smart. They don't care about this Regieleki. They're going to head towards the bottom goal and just try to come close on points.
Yeah, make no mistake, Internal obviously not going to throw away that chance at a team fight win by just taking that engage at all. But another big engage, Enhan and Solony combining for a ton of damage, and they're going to get a big goal zone break in the bottom path. Now they're only trailing by 11 points. Experience-wise as well, they got Dodrio at 13 and Delphox at 12. The damage numbers are going okay, but Buzzwole in the top path, that is crashing. They're pushing all the way to tier 2.
They're trying to get this Regieleki in, but it's so difficult. And it's getting very close now to the spawn of Aeos, so they have to be a bit careful. But Potato takes on Dodrio as well on top. But then he's not done yet. The Regieleki actually goes in. He's going to score 50 points as well. He's going to finally go down. Or is he? He's going to take down Delphox as well. Potato! What is he doing? Triple KO for him. And Snorlax doesn't have enough damage either. He might even take down Snorlax as well.
The potential is here.
He's there. And he gets a Quadra KO under the enemy goal with the Regieleki, and Potato in his first stage game completely pops off.
What are nerves even when you are Potato? Just soloing that top path. A KO streak of 4. Summerhouse went in 1 by 1, and Woof Woof just treated it like an assembly line. Ridiculous plays from Potato. 4 knockouts. It gets so much score, and all of a sudden that lead that Summerhouse was able to circumvent a little bit is evaporated. Final stretch beginning, and Woof Woof with a sizable lead right now.
Summerhouse still with a good chance to take down this game though. They just have to find a good team fight, maybe Dodrio onto a flank, onto the Glaceon. But man, fighting into this Woof Woof team is so difficult. They have so many stuns that the Glaceon still that it might be hard to reach. Let's see how much the Comfey and the Dodrio can actually do. They're looking top path right now, maybe looking for some scores, but neither team really pulling the trigger yet.
Solon just waiting to try to use that Vengeful Fireworks. I guarantee Vegeta's going to drop their Unite move at the exact same time. 2 gigantic area of effect Unite moves that have very powerful damage implications. If you can layer those on top of one another, it is so strong and hard for Woof Woof to play around. Backcap from Enhyant is going to get in some scores. Doesn't get them the lead, but does make things a little bit closer as Caligola kicks this off in earnest. They have to get an Eternal Unite move in response.
Their Fox and lands on a lot. There's a huge knockout, but the Hyperspace Port is perfect. All get back to base, but they come back. The Drill Pack is there as well. Urshifu looking for the Night move. He's going to finish off Snorlax. No, he doesn't. There's 1 KO for the side of Summerhouse. Can Woof Woof somehow do something? Potato looking now for Trevenant. Can he take him down? Snorlax finally falling. Vazit buying so much time, but the Icicle Spear is just so much damage up against a defender.
Human with the absolute soul read of a hyperspace hull, knowing exactly what was coming out, dropped that reset portal early and got the team out of danger completely. Summerhouse waiting in the wings to try to take a bit of an engage to see if they can steal the Rayquaza. Human trying to bubble out Enhyant as they're waiting until it's at low HP. You got to avoid those twisters, but no! Solony grabs it! Where was Solony? Hiding in the bottom end of the Ray Pit!
Was that a Mystic Fire? How do you even get this? And Woof Woof now loses Rayquaza, and Summerhouse is looking for the win right here. 100 points swing for Delphox, but no, Shifu can stop it! He can do damage through shields, which means Delphox not able to score. Potato on the other side is going to score 90 points as well. Slowbro trying to go on bot path. It's such a close game right now, but Woof Woof's currently in the lead because Delphox can't score.
Eternal's one of the only members with a shield left, but they're all the way back defending their own home goal zone. Summerhouse has no one in position to actually get any scores, and Enhyant finally gets a knockout, but is it enough? Potato gets 2 points in, why not? KO streak of 2 for Enhyant, but we gotta see the scoreline.
Oh my god, what a close finish right here. The Rayquaza being stolen by Delphox out of nowhere. Potato tried to get it with the superpower, but was a bit too late. And we see the right team Summerhouse being a bit sad. And Woof was going to take the win with a very close 1-0. I think it heavily depends on. So Summerhouse is going to take the first pick right here. And they can decide. So first pick, Benny Mio, Espion. It's actually surprised we don't see more double bans, because both teams don't actually know what the enemy team is banning.
That is true. I think Espion will most likely always be our orange side ban, or at least a large majority of it. What does Summerhouse want to ban away, though? Maybe the Urshifu? Caligola was a huge problem, start to finish. I wouldn't hate to see that Pokemon banned either, but if you want to stick to the attackers, Glaceon on Zante was a threat as well.
It was for sure, but then Espion and Urshifu, as you just mentioned, is getting banned out, so Caligola has to go into something else. But he has a huge character pool, so many Pokemon he can play, so it's not going to be a big deal. And now we have Summerhouse, Slowbro.
Yep.
similar picture.
Yeah, a great option. And now we'll probably see Internal playing the Slowbro this time instead of the Snorlax. And if you're going tier list-wise, I think Slowbro a little bit ranked higher on most of those departments. But how does Woof Woof want to respond to this? Giving the Mew over is going to mean their bottom path is going to be ridiculously strong compared to last time. And yes, Human gets their hands on the Hoopa yet again.
They get Mew and Hoopa. That's such two Pokemon. They're so hard to deal with.
Oh my gosh,
It's impossible to take down. But somehow just going the Defender road right now. They're going to try to pick away Trevenant, and now Woof Woof just might not find the Defender they might want to play. Blastoise is still an option, of course. We have... But now there's the Blastoise showing up instantly. Self-Hydro Pump or Snorlax, of course, also just a safe choice.
Yeah, you have a few different options realistically into this composition, but Delphox and Trevenant really seems like sometimes you are selling the cure and the danger at the same time. Trevenant getting countered pretty hard by that one, but I loved the Fanciful Fireworks plus the Forest Curse combination of those two Unite moves. Often they look so good when layered on top of each other. The damage can be too much to deal with, but there we go. Enyon hovering the Charizard. This is their iconic pick that they love to play, the Austrian Wonder Kid. I'm so excited to see this Charizard on stage for Summerhouse.
I think a Charizard Comfey is also very good to do.
Oh, yeah.
It's so difficult to deal with. Charizard has so much move speed. Combined with the Comfey move speed, it's just so hard to catch. And Woof Woof Buzz Roll again for Potato, and then we round it out with a Dodrio this time around.
Yeah, Dodrio, a solid pick, not with the Comfey combination, which does make it extremely strong, but Dodrio just solid on its own as well. But interesting. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense to me. Bazid bringing the Trevenant to the top path yet again. I thought it was solid in that midway point to the end of the game, but seriously, we talked about it. That early game was such a struggle. Potato so ridiculously strong, so fed in that top path. Bazid and Bluebell are going to need to change up their plan in that top path a little more if they want to slow down Potato.
It's so difficult. I'm fearing for Summerhouse again, because Woof Woof's lane Pokemon are all so strong.
They're so
on
strong.
top path, they might have a Buzz Roll and a Snorlax, or Snorlax is going to go to bot path, but doesn't matter what. They have such insane last hit potential, such insane early game damage. Probably going to see the Mew Snorlax bot path, and then the Hoopa and the Buzz Roll top path, and it's going to be so difficult for Woof Woof to actually get to those experience early on. Because, I mean, Slowpoke has Water Gun. It's quite amazing, but still, it's up against a tackle of Snorlax, which is much faster. It is very difficult to actually be able to get that last hit.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup, actually. A tackle versus Water Gun. One charges, one doesn't, but they both have great burst damage and secure. I mean, defenders are the story of the early game bottom path, and that contest between the two is something that we like to really credit a lot of team success on early on.
Yeah, and Bazid this time has to just find a better early game. I mean, against Buzzroll it's difficult, but if you stay on top of a white Pokemon, the face stinger will actually go on to you. So he has to maybe play around that and try to just get some last hits in, but then there's the Hoopa. Astonish gets last hits like no other support.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. And the stun on top of that as well. Now, one thing that Summerhouse really had going for them last game was that 4-player crash in the bottom path, but they had the Dodrio at that point. Enhyot was on a very speedy central area Pokemon. Now they're on Charizard, so probably won't see as aggressive of a push this game around, but who knows? Potato going to be swooping in and stealing a lot of Buttlebees away to get a lot of attack weight stacks.
And almost level 5 already again. The first thing comes through and the basic attack gets another last hit. Those 5 points will slowly go in, and super power achieved. So, you know what this means. Every single wild Pokemon, there we go, super powered, it just disappears instantly.
Just how you drew it up. Potato playing this one textbook in the top path, already at almost level 6. I mean, this early game so strong from this Pokemon, and Caligula also at level 5, double buffed up and ready to go. Zante on the Mew this time around. Plays honestly so many attackers so well, and the Mew, a power pick right now. Light Screen to push away the wild Pokemon and secure every single one.
Zante going a bit too deep here, switching to the Surf, and the agility on top of the Surf instantly gets away. And now the Mew is actually in a very bad position, and I think he's going to get taken on. That's first knockout of the game. Yeah, going for the Woof Woof. The tackle comes through, and Snorlax claims it for Woof Woof. Nice try there, but perfect Surf and agility by Zante.
Yeah, I mean, the mechanics on this play, cracked on the sticks is Zante, all right? Surf into agility for that escape. Ridiculous gameplay, and you're right, it's a huge risk, but look at the reward. Braxton at 4 still, taking absolutely nothing out of that initial first Altaria spawn, and now they're stealing everything from the central area as well. Caligula catches a reset. I'm sure they're going right back because that's a red buff to take.
This is exactly what I feared for Summerhouse. Their early game is just, in those top and bot paths, it's just so difficult. Level 7 Buzzwole against a level 4 Trevenant. And Potato just might go for the 1v2 right here. The super comes through, Comfy gets detached, and easy double KO. Smackdown for Comfy as well.
Yeah, the KOs from a Potato have been so good in this matchup. And I mean, Buzzwole playing really well into what Summerhouse is attempting to do. Zante with a very rare split push top, deciding not to break that goal zone. They're so far ahead, they don't want to give that free experience over when they do not have to.
This is a normal play you see in pro play as well. Breaking a goal just spawns all those NDDs on the left side, then Summerhouse can take, like the Charizard for sure. He wants to get to level 9, so if you break this top goal, it's going to be so much experience fun into this carry, which you just don't want to happen. Instead, Buzzwole can just take every single right Pokemon that spawns and then break it with a bigger overcap and then also take maybe the Regieleki.
Yeah, big engage already, and not only at level 6, having their central areas stolen away from them, definitely not doing them any favors. 10 seconds until this first objective Pokemon spawns in, and it does look like Summerhouse is going to be throwing in the towel on this objective fight, as Woof Woof has all the positioning, and they're trying to force a fight onto Eternal.
Yeah, I think Summerhouse should just rotate to top path right here and just try to get experience, because it's so difficult for them to come back. They have no chance in this fight. We already have Mew Unite, Dodo Unite move. There's absolutely no chance. So going towards top path, but the Hooper just instantly denies it as well. They can just port. Snorlax's already there. And now, how do they get last hits?
I said that Human had a soul read already, but I think they just got a good read on what Summerhouse is attempting to do. Hoopa, one of those Pokemon in Unite that can really define a play style of an entire squad just by picking one Pokemon, and the presence that Human has on the map cannot be understated. Block into the wall, meaning Vizid is caught directly in place, but Enha getting an early bit of damage. That Comfey Charmeleon combination already doing a little bit of work.
Yeah, but still one entire level for the Charizard evolution, and Dodo now going in with a Unite move, a wonderful drip pick into jump kick. They take down the Charmeleon, has no chance. Buzzwole just breaking the goal as well. They're gonna keep on going, and just suddenly 4 people of Woof Woof are just not down. Summerhouse is down. 4 people of Summerhouse are just instantly down. Triple KO for the Dodrio, and Woof Woof again just looking absolute dominant in this early and mid game.
Woof, woof. All right, this team is looking fantastic so far. Regieleki knocked out as well, so every objective sliding the way of our 4th seed team here in the Aeos Cup Finals. Headed down towards that second, but Caligula is headed to seal away the blue buff if they can get their hands on it. Charizard, not really a great matchup to steal it away from Caligula, but Enha does finally have their Unite move. Charizard at 9 does have a bit of a response for the next team fight whenever that may happen.
The Charizard Unite move has to be huge, because they need experience. They're actually using on Dodrio right now. They're looking for the Dodrio knockout, just for some experience, and they actually get him! That's one entire level going off to the Charizard, and I think that's totally worth it, because they know they can't take a team fight at this point for this far behind. Potato looking for the 1v4 as well again. He takes one down. Looking, he's on level 11, he gets the super power reset, goes into Unite move. He's going to take down Charizard, and what's Potato doing yet again? Super power to Comfy. He gets 3 alone, he gets 4 alone again. No, the eject button away from Slowbro. Potato again on this Buzzwole, just smacking down Summerhouse.
Oh, when the silver lining is Internal barely escapes, that's a tough one to look at for Summerhouse. Woof Woof absolutely going up, and of course Potato, the one behind the magic. A KO streak of 3. It doesn't matter if you got a Comfey level of support. I'm going to take that fight, and I'm going to make it look good. Level 12 already for Potato, and Regice the next target. Great little block play there, but Charizard able to escape.
Charizard doesn't have Unite move up though, so it's very difficult. The move just engaging instantly. They know Charizard can up, and Dodrio's just going very deep. The Trevenant Mice is going to miss, but the slow react onto Dodrio. They find a huge pickoff for the side of Summerhouse, and now they're going to look forward to the fight. The Regice is very far out. Santi switching all his abilities right now, going to Electro Ball, Heavy Slam, and Charizard still doesn't have Unite move up.
Still doesn't. There's no wild Pokemon to really get a lot of that charge from. Regice part that was Silver HP, and Electro Ball is going to find it. Zonta hit with a great little play there. Vizid grabs 2 though, and Marv's all of a sudden in a lot of trouble. Mew Unite move is dropped a little bit too late to save Snorlax, but it does get Mew out of danger. Vizid landing a lot of key wood hammers right now, but the engage is here for Caligula. Not going to find anyone, but Potato's back, and Potato finds another.
I know I'm fanboying Potato a lot, but it's like he's born on stage. It's the first time he's playing on stage, and he's just so aggressive. He's so confident in all of his plays. It's just amazing to see someone with no experience on stage just go for these plays that other might be too scared of doing. And this is exactly how you want to play the game. Just be aggressive in your face of your opponents all the time, and they don't even know how to react to it.
We talk a lot about nerves on stage and how that can make or break a lot of newer players' performances, but there is the flip side of that coin, and some people just get that in-person buff, and Potato is looking like they are one of those. Marv trying to get a bit of a refight against Vizid, but not going to happen. Bluebell there supporting them. They're able to retreat back to their goal zone. Now they got to play a bit of defense. minutes. They only got 13 points to their name right now, and, well, Potato's got another one in the KO column.
He just finds those knockouts over and over again. And this time, Summerhouse on points is very far behind. They only have 13 so far in 7 minutes of game time. Woof Woof sitting at 267. Not trying to put his Regieleki in. They know they just don't want to walk into a bad fight. But Potato already hitting level 40 now on this bus for highest level in the game. Dodriots are getting very close to it. And it's looking rough for Summerhouse. They need a miracle team fight.
They really do. And Caligula has just been such a problem for Summerhouse to try to deal with any safe experience. And I'm sorry I'm not on camera, but there are quotation marks around safe, because Caligula is stealing every single thing away from Summerhouse that would be available to them. They have 3 Pokemon just to knock out a blue buff, because unless they don't do that, Dodrio's just going to show up and swipe it away.
There's normal Reggie spawning in 15 seconds on bot path, and Woof Woof, I don't know if they have enough damage to actually go for it. They're just looking around to maybe see if Summerhouse goes for a desperate play. But looks like they're actually going to try to maybe go for it. Mew doesn't have the highest damage against the objectives early on because it has quite high cooldowns. Potato just guarding top path with Hoop as well. But Woof was actually going for it.
Yeah, Woof is going to try to rip that down. I was actually worried because Potato has taken 1v4s in the past. This time they got Human back to support them, so would have been a bit different situation. Everybody hanging out in this top grass. I don't believe Woof has any intel that Summerhouse is located here unless Potato has the call out. They're looking here for some kind of ambush, but Woof Woof is rotating through the bottom end. We're going to have a bit of a pincer with Potato included. Summerhouse biding their time, and Hot finally finds him.
And now Potato's going into Charizard, smacks him down, but they're they're just going to use everything on Potato. They're done with him. And now they're going to look maybe for the team fight, but they committed so much for a bus roll. And now there's Dodio just flying in. Dripek takes down the Delphox. They use so much to take down the bus roll in late game. Wonderful Dodio coming through into the Solar Beam. Mew takes on Charizard, but he's just barely living, but Caligula still on the chase. Nice jump kick into Dripek. He takes on Trevenant, he takes down Comfey, and they just ace them completely. They sacrifice Potato, and they just completely sweep Summerhouse.
Summerhouse certainly had an objective, and they achieved it. that Potato was gone off the map. He had a Charizard Unite into a Slowbro Unite, every resource thrown away, but this time around, Solani not in position to steal away the Rayquaza. Woof Woof gonna grab that one as well. So with this lead at this time in the game, honestly, it looks like Woof Woof has secured their spot to move on in the winner's bracket, but they are looking to see what kind of scoreline they can rack up before the end of this minute.
There's nothing better to see as a Dodio player to see like, oh, Charizard Slowbro Unite onto someone else.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much. I'm going to go in now. You have to wait very long for this Pokemon because it's very easy punchable still Dodio. Even though it might not seem this way because he has so much mobility. But those point and click things, maybe some dancing going on as well. In the end, Potatoes wants some more KOs. He's mad. They used everything onto him.
It's true. Yeah, but Potato needs to get a little bit of vengeance here in this knockout. There you go. Calm, cool, and collected on stage as well. You wouldn't think it with how aggressive this player can be within the server. Vizzy trying to put some numbers back the other way too, but you are right. I think Caligula's smile just got bigger and bigger when they saw every single Unite move dropped onto the Buzzwole. They knew the re-engage was possible, and they made it look absolutely clean. Woof Woof with an incredibly dominant game number 2 to move on in your winner's bracket 2-0 over Summerhouse.
Just insane clean games by Woof Woof, and they're looking like a strong contester because the other teams are actually struggling as well in their quarterfinals, right? The other top teams, and Woof Woof just weren't struggling at all. They showed insane games of this Potato Buzzwole as well. Caligula just a clean door in the end. I mean, he was very happy about his Unite moves being gone.
Yeah, there you go. You got the thumbs up from the squad.